My uncle, the late Charlie Perkins, was always concerned that, in particular in remote Aboriginal communities, there were no swimming pools for children. A lot of these places are in the remote areas of Australia where the environment is very harsh and hot, and where many of the Aboriginal people have little or no, community facilities. There remains a great need to improve the general living conditions and health in particular of Aboriginal people, and of course one way to do that is to build and install swimming pools in remote areas that would help in improving the health of the children and improving the attendance of children at schools. It's also beneficial to have pools in remote Aboriginal communities to bring together Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal people.
When you first start cleaning it up, it's just, you don't want to do it, but after you finished and cleaned it and everything and it's nice and clean, you get the satisfaction from it, seeing what you did, how clean it is. Yeah, you get a lot of kids happy, screaming, laughing. Most of them say thanks. Don't even get a boo out of them sometimes.
It can be a real pain. It can be a real pain. The algae that grows on it, you've got to kill it, you've got to chlorinate it, you've got to super chlorinate it, you've got to put salt in it, you've got to vacuum it, and there's only so many hours in the day, but you've got to do it, because if you don't do it, then the kids don't get the use of it.
Stops kids from swimming in the dams and dirty waters, stops them from getting ear infections, scabies, and sore eyes and that. So it stops a lot of medical stuff happening in the community, and kids are exercising their body and they don't even know it.
It's great for Rob. He's stuck in there, put up with me. I have my days. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, He has his days. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But in general, we do all right together, and he's learnt well.
When I first started off, that was in 2003, I was doing nothing, so I thought I would walk down and just ask George for a job. Went on from there.
My time has almost come to an end here. But when I go, I don't want the people to employ somebody else from outside to do my job. I want the Aboriginal people to do their own job. But there are things to take into account with that pool. They can and will, when things get too hard culturally, just turn around and walk away. And that's the reality of it. If they feel as though their life or their family's security is at threat or exposed, they'll just walk away.
Yeah, it is a big responsibility. One of the big things that's in the community, looking after a swimming pool. It's a job that's involved with it and all that. Yeah, it's a big thing.
If someone's child died, they could be killed themselves, because the payback system in Aboriginal culture is there. The spearing and the nulla-nullas and the floggings and things like that, it does still go on.
Yeah, it wanders in the back of my mind sometimes, is because if a kid drowns in Aboriginal swimming pools, like in the Aboriginal communities, payback is like eye for an eye sort of thing. And that person's got to pay his life with these, So yeah, that's pretty scary when you look at it sometimes. I just hope the kids don't drown here. I never had it, but don't want it to happen.
And of course, that's all just the way it is. And it's hard to recruit people. I mean, I've got staff here now who tell me that next summer, if some things don't change, they will not be looking after the pool.
Traditional Aboriginal values and the values of the dominant white Australian society are diametrically opposed. But nevertheless, there is some common ground there for reconciliation between Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal Australians.
George did the same to me, trained me up to work, work me up and to take over his job. And that's the same thing I'm going to be doing with mine. I'm going to train somebody up, and then I walk out, then he goes in to be the supervisor and whatever and whatnot. There won't be a need for another white person to come in and be Aboriginal trained, Aboriginal supervised. Yeah, just get to that part where we're self-managed and self-sufficient.
There's people out there swimming now that would make damn good swimmers and probably represent their state, if not indeed the country. And who knows who we've got out there. We could have another torpedo out there. We could have another fish out there. But at the drop of a hat, we could lose our water supply for the pool, and therefore we can't use it. As much as I'd like to drain it this year and really get in and scrub it and get it looking Mickey Mouse, it ain't going to happen because I can't fill it up. So we'll just have to persevere with what we've got and just plug away. Best case scenario, we just clean it up. Worst case scenario, we drain it, fill it up with concrete and build 2 houses on it.